So you've just booked your first therapy appointment. I'm sure that you're feeling many things. Maybe you're anxious about what's to come, or you're excited to start working on yourself, or generally you maybe just feel a bit apprehensive and you're not too sure what to expect. So we created this video to just help you get a bit of understanding on what to expect for your first 1 or 2 therapy sessions. So in the first session, it's a lot about just understanding you. Who are you? Where do you come from? And what are your current struggles? Why are you in therapy at the moment? And what are you wanting to work on? A lot of people are not sure how therapy really goes about changing problems. So you must understand that our brain works in patterns. When we do things over and over again, it creates a neural pathway for us, and then we start to do that quite automatically. However, this doesn't mean that those are functional or positive patterns that we've developed. So in therapy, we're wanting to identify the patterns in your life, understand them, and then work towards creating new neural pathways of change. And we do this by supporting you and also providing you tools as you go through this process. How does talking help that, you might say? Well, research has actually shown us that when we're thinking about something, let's say you're wanting to learn how to play a certain piece on the piano, and you're thinking about it in detail, it actually activates the part of your brain that would be playing that piece in real life. So by talking about issues, we actually are able to create change in those neural pathways and create new ones, which help us to live a different sort of life. How long might this take? So we must be realistic with ourselves. How many years has it taken for you to get to this point in your struggles? How many patterns are really ingrained? This is an investment in yourself. And just as if you were going to gym and you wanted to have a goal of losing weight or becoming fit, you know that it's going to take time and energy to get there. So to imagine that you're going to fix all of your problems in 3 or 4 sessions isn't realistic. Ask yourself what you're wanting to change in your life, and then think about how long do you think that might take. Generally, we say try for 6 to 8 sessions to feel how therapy is for you, to understand the process, commit to it, commit to yourself within that time, and then together with your therapist, you can decide if you want to go forward or if you're ready to stop and you've achieved the goals that you set out to achieve. Will therapy always make you feel good? No. Therapy is not there that each time you can leave feeling amazing. Therapy is there to create changes. That means that sometimes it's going to be really hard and it might feel quite uncomfortable. But those are the times where change really happens. Whenever you're feeling that resistance, push through it because that's when change will occur. What happens if you don't like your therapist? Please let us know. We have many therapists available because just like in any relationship or friendship, personalities might not match. So if you don't feel comfortable with her, let Melissa know and we'll try and get someone else for you to see if you're a better match with that person. Lastly, think about how you can prepare for your sessions. You are a big part of this. The therapist is your facilitator and is there with you on your journey, but this is your journey. So you need to consider things like what it is that you're struggling with, how you intend to change this or what you want the change to look like. So basically, what are your goals? What are your intentions in this therapy process? Maybe even write them down. And it would be helpful to present that with your therapist in the first or even second sessions, and then together you can go about setting goals. So on a final note, your therapist is a trained professional. We have gone through many years of training to get to where we are now. We understand human behavior, the mind, your psyche, and we're absolutely not there to judge you or to shame you for anything that you've gone through. We understand what happens with trauma, what happens in our childhoods, how we can't always cope with anxiety and depression in the moment. So we are here to facilitate your process for you. There is nothing that you can say or do that will make us not want to work with you or change the way we see you. So if you have any questions or concerns going forward, please always talk to Melissa. She's always there as a very neutral and non-judgmental person to help you out, to answer what you have or to put you in touch with the right person.